Well, back in summer 1995, I went on a weekend in Shropshire, wanting to be close to God, wanting to be still and know His presence. Be still and know that I am God. Are you really there? Do you care that I think you're just my imagination, a bit of an hallucination? It's just not fair. You said be still, so I strolled up the hill. I admired the view, watched a wandering you. I was very still. But you weren't there, no matter how I'd stare. I couldn't see you, I couldn't hear you, you just weren't there. Deafened by the silence of your absence, blinded by creation, I'm left with just one question. Why don't I know your presence? It doesn't seem fair that there are times that, despite our best efforts, God seems to be absent. Perhaps I was trying too hard. I don't know, it's so long ago now. But experience has taught me that sometimes I won't feel God's presence. But it doesn't mean He's not there. It's just like the sun goes behind the clouds on a winter's day. It will come out again in due course. Likewise, there are seasons when God seems absent, but I keep on trusting that He will make Himself known again. Oh, the following month in the August, I had a walk in the park near where I lived. I sat beneath the tree looking up, pondering my situation, and my low self-esteem came to the fore. Sitting beneath the spreading branches of a tree, resting in the shade, protected from the sun's burning rays. Looking up, all I see are the undersides of the leaves, dull, uninteresting, dead against the glittering glimpse of light, playing in the gaps, dancing as the breeze blows through the branches. Looking out beyond the tree, a glimpse of light, dazzling, free, twinkling like diamonds on the other trees. Am I hiding under my branches, away from the sun? I glimpse him through the armour and then he's gone, but I long for him. There's a yearning strong within to be with him, resting in the warmth of his love. All I see of me is the dull underside of the leaf. Do others really see me like I see the other tree, alive and shining, reflecting the sun's light? I don't think so. Well, I'm pleased to say that when I read through this a few years later, I changed that last line. I know that even when I doubt it, that others do see the light of Jesus in me. I am made in God's image. I reflect his light and love. Well, at least on good days I do. Well, I've had many quiet days and retreats over the years, many times of being told to be still, many times of hanging on in there knowing that God was there even when I didn't feel it. And through this tenacity, I discovered God's healing and restoring me. I kept a journal and a couple of years ago published my book, Are We There Yet?, in which I explain how God brought healing and wholeness, forgiveness and an acceptance of myself. I recovered from depression, thanks to medication, counselling and giving space for God to work in me. Retreats are a great time to relax and rest. They're also an opportunity to allow God in to bring healing and wholeness in a way that isn't possible when we're busy with the day-to-day living of life. But God never gate crashes. He waits to be invited in. And sometimes it takes a long time for us to be brave enough to open that door to him. Retreats give that space. It's a secure place where we are held in prayer to invite him in. A PDF of the poems and prayers that I wrote over the years and the artwork I did are available to look at on my website. And my book gives the background story. When a leading psychoanalyst reviewed it, she said some lovely things which I used for the blurb on the back cover. Elizabeth tells of her journey of spiritual growth from unbelief to firm assurance, with periods of doubt and uncertainty, in a beautiful way that many will recognise. Her story is told in a unique way using her journal entries over 30 years. Going deeper into God's presence, She received healing for depression via a call to ordination, various stages of ministry, plus working through bereavement of divorce. As you enter Elizabeth's world, you will become totally absorbed. She has the courage and the sheer talent to make explicit what most people can only begin to speak of or imagine. It is both a unique personal insight into depression and the struggle for recovery, and has universality. It speaks to everyone who has experienced such a struggle and to those who seek to help. It has been highly praised and recommended for patients and carers as exceptional bibliotherapy. And I was really thrilled when I read that, because with my tendency to low self-esteem, I couldn't have praised myself like that, so I thank her for that. Well, I hope that you are able to feel God's presence, but if you are going through a period of feeling it isn't there, that God's not there, I encourage you to hang on in there. And if you want to buy my book, it's published by Olympia Publishers and available through Amazon and other bookshops. And my website, elizabethjonesdiary.com, has the PDF of poems and pictures to download and more recent work. May God bless you in your journey of faith.